I don't want to buy a house. I live by myself. And I'm scared of ghosts. I've seen enough movies to know that ghosts only haunt houses. Not one-bedroom apartments. Yeah. I've seen enough Hollywood movies to know that ghosts only haunt rich people's houses in the suburbs, preferably with a newborn baby. Because they got way too much to lose. Shit is high stakes. I live by myself. I ain't got nothing to lose. A ghost come haunt me, I just move. Worst come to worst, I lose my security deposit. Fuck it, you know? What's a ghost gonna do? He's gonna follow me from unit to unit. Start knocking on my life fixtures and shit. I'm like, hey dog, go ahead, it's not mine. You fuck around, we both get evicted, okay? Like, you don't wanna be a homeless ghost. And if you really think about it, what kind of loser ghost haunts an apartment? That means that ghost probably died in that apartment. He didn't even die a homeowner. I ain't got no respect for that shit. He comes to haunt me, I just start talking shit to him like, hey dog, what was your credit score when you died though? Like for real. Shit. I was born in Hong Kong. Any Hong Kong people? A couple of us? Awesome, man. For you guys that haven't been following the news, Hong Kong is a part of Japan. I'm joking, obviously. But I said the same shit in Kansas City, and people were like, really? Wow, we learned something new today, Bill. I did a show in Kansas City. I don't know why either. People are very nice in Kansas City. I'm not gonna say like they're racist or anything like that, but they're just like curious. Like they're watching me like they're watching an episode of National Geographic. And a pack of giraffe just ran by. And they're like, oh, never seen one of those in real life. Looks majestic. This one kid in Kansas City came up to me after the show. Very nice kid. This is what he said. He was like, Jimmy, thought you were really funny, man. I don't mean to offend you. That's when you know you're about to get offended. It's like, I don't mean to offend you, but when I first saw your poster, I thought you were gonna play the violin. I was like, I do, motherfucker, just not right now. Shit. Keep it a secret.
But you know, Halloween, that ain't black people holiday. That ain't our holiday. We celebrate it, but we don't celebrate it the way, you know. Because black people, we call it trick or treat. We don't fuck around with Halloween. I moved in a better neighborhood, and I got white neighbors. They good folk, but they love Halloween. They wear me down. Hey, Lavell, why you don't have any Halloween decorations? I said, because I serve Jesus. And God said, do not serve two masters. What if Jesus came back today and I got a fucking picture of a devil on my wall? He gonna pass me up. Some of my neighbors, my one neighbor, he had a whole cemetery in his fucking yard, had a big ass spider on his roof. My son was scared to death to go over there and trick or treat. He said, I ain't going over there, Daddy, I ain't scared. I said, boy, you better go get me some fucking candy. And we used to go trick or treating, and Mama, we couldn't go to the store and get no nice outfit. Mama used to make us wear shit my daddy left behind when he ran off. I used to go as a real estate agent. One of my sisters go as a detective. My baby sister went as a Muslim. She walk around with a little bean pie. Bean pie, my brother, you know. And my cousin used to go trick-or-treating with us, but he used to pee in the bed. And his mama was real vindictive. She gonna put the sheet over him that he pissed on. Had the pee stain right there by his face. You wear this for Halloween. He walk around, she said he a ghost. He walk around, oh! I said, stay back there, Jamal, you stink. And you know, you go to the White House, they always want to know what you, who are you? I said, well, I'm a real estate agent. My sister's a detective, and my baby sister's Muslim. She said, bean pie, my brother? You know? And who's the little ghost? Oh, ma'am, he's a pissy ghost. I used to like going to white neighborhood because they give you name brand candy, Snickers and Payday, Kit Kat, motherfucking Baby Ruths, Charleston Chews and Munch Crunch bars, and motherfucking niggas, almonds with the nuts and motherfucking mounds without them. Nigga, we got all kind of shit. Hershey with almond shit. You got caramels. I ain't even like trick-or-treating in the black neighborhood. Black folks want to give you shit they don't want no more. All right, open your bag, get some of these porking beans. No! I don't want no damn porking beans. Well, get these mashed potatoes. I don't want no fucking mashed potatoes. Only person on the street that had candy was that old lady. She had that old lady candy. It's been sitting around for about 17 Christmases and shit. It's all fused together and got one peanut in the middle of it. And then hold your bag open, baby. I'm gonna put this in your bag. And when you get home, ask your mama to take a hammer and break it all apart. And everybody get a piece, and whoever get the nut is blessed.
I wish I had gotten my father to try weed because he died of Parkinson's. And it was kind of rough, though. But one time, they don't have any faith that I could take care of them as they get older, mother and father. They don't understand this job. I went home one time unannounced. Both opened the front door. They had on those sunglasses that cover your whole head when you're 100 and you just had surgery. I said, what did you both do? Jackie, we got LASIK together. I said, why didn't you call me? We didn't want to bother you. So if I came home and you were both blind and there was a service dog on the porch, wouldn't that be an inconvenience? And who gets surgery as a family? Would you have a fucking Groupon? Do I have to move back here? My father was on so many medications with the Parkinson's, but I'm not gonna lie. They were fantastic. I tried some. He's gone. He died. They're all still there. I'm like, well, let's see what he was taking. One of them was a stool softener. I'm like, I wouldn't mind shitting faster, get more done during the day. I'll try a stool softener. Anxiety med, I'm anxious right now! Sleeping pills, what's it like to go to bed and not get up, pee 18 times before midnight? I can miss that. My father, when he passed away, when we were trying to go buy the coffin and stuff, when I tell you the anger, because it's like trying to buy a Toyota Corolla. Anybody here have family die and see what a racket it is, trying to get them buried? The fucking caskets are made of like unusual mahogany. He's underground. The man selling it was like, the coffin, it stays airtight. I'm not down there with him. I don't give a shit if it leaks. I don't give a shit if water gets in there. It's airtight, it's underground. He could come alive and die again. I wouldn't care, it's underground. I wouldn't know. He can wake up and shit. You see your father? No, he's underground. My mother and aunt and me made the arrangements for his burial, and my mother and aunt are keeping up with the Joneses, show-offs, snobs. Okay? If I wasn't there, they'd have had him buried fucking Elvis style. The way they were ordering shit that we didn't have, they wanted to put him in a private house. They wanted to have a limo bring him. Bitch, you don't have, and this man died and left us no fucking money. I want to have him cremated and put him in the goddamn kitchen next to the plates. We don't have any money. It's a racket. And the guy selling us all the equipment at the funeral home, he kept trying to upsell us. Upsell people who were living. He's like, don't you think it's good to buy extra plots for like you and like your mom and your auntie? I said, sir, no one's going to die ever again. This is the last fucking person in my family to die. I'm not buying a fucking Corolla, sir. I'm a little sad though, because I didn't give my parents grandchildren. I don't have any kids. I'm not always happy about that. You know, I had a doctor, my last GYN, I swear to God, his name was Dr. Cox. No one in the office understood why I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, no one, y'all, did you hear Dr. Cox? And he gave me an examination and he was like, you know, you better hurry up when he's looking for the whole baby stuff. They can tell when you haven't had kids. I'm like, doctor, I am trying. Because I don't have any. And when I date guys who are young, who still want kids, I remember one guy was so worried about having babies, because everything still works. Everything still works biologically, there's the word. But it's definitely on liquidation sale now. It's on clearance. You gotta go to the back, you gotta get the manager, you gotta get the ladder, you gotta get off the top shelf. When you get it down, you gotta... It's old, but it's there. This young guy's like, what do you use for birth control? I said, if you could get my old ass pregnant, that baby's name's congratulations. You a father. Are you crazy? Good luck. I almost had to get a job. Woo! During the panoramic, oh my God, I almost had to get a job. I had a Zoom interview, and she noticed on my resume I have not had a job since 2010. And no, that's actually a good thing, but I was in the corporate world. She didn't know about all this. She's like, so I see you haven't had an office job since 2010. What have you been doing? Guess what the wrong answer is? The best I can. That's the right answer, but that's not getting me work. I miss having a 9 to 5, though. Because I miss my girlfriends. I miss having girlfriends at work. I had one girlfriend, my biggest memory, most fond memory, this young girl, 35 years old at the time. And she's like, Jackie, I'm a virgin. I'm like, I can't help you with that shit. I said to her, what are you waiting for? She said, I'm waiting for my prince to come on his white horse and sweep me off my feet. I was like, bitch, she ain't coming. No wonder you so angry, you need to get some dick. But she's like, you know what, I met a guy, he might be the one. I said, okay, let me ask about this guy. Tell me about him. She said, well, his name is Daryl. He used to play for the NBA, wears a size 16 shoe. I said, bitch, do you have a suicide wish? You don't know how to drive. It's like passing a driver's test and going to buy a Hummer. Go buy a Prius and learn how to drive before you die. And she's like, you know what, Jackie, I'm gonna go slow, I'm gonna get to know Daryl. I said, exactly, get to know Daryl. While you get to know him, give him my card, okay? I've been driving trucks for 20 years, that's all I'm saying. I know what I'm doing.
The least creative costumes in the world. Not for the first time, I was incredibly disappointed with my children. No, because if they had just put any more thought into their costumes, they could have been cool costumes. Like if my son had been like, I want to be a pirate, but I want to be a Somali pirate. I would have been like, that's a cool costume. My daughter would have been like, I want to be a princess, I want to be a Jewish American princess. I would have been like, cool costume. You know what the kid next door went as? A cat's tail. Not a cat, a cat's tail. When he came to our house and explained that he was not a pipe cleaner, which also would have been excellent, but was in fact a cat's tail, I did not give that child candy. I gave him a hug and I wrote him a check for $100. The next year was better. Not great, but better. Halloween comes, I say to my son, what are you gonna be for Halloween? He goes, I'm gonna be Frankenstein. And I say, okay. Halloween comes, he walks downstairs, he's got like an old suit jacket of mine on, old suit pants, his face is painted green, he's got like a makeup scar across his forehead, and he's doing this. And I look at him and I say, what are you supposed to be? He goes, I'm Frankenstein. I said, no, you're not. You are the creature. Frankenstein was the doctor who invented the creature. It's a common literary mistake, but you just made it, my friend. Go upstairs and change. And my kids are always like, what are you gonna be for Halloween, Dad? What are you gonna be for Halloween, Dad? I'm like, I don't wanna dress up for Halloween. Well, you gotta dress up for Halloween, Dad. You gotta. And I'm like, you know what I'm gonna be for Halloween this year, kids? I'm gonna be a grown fucking man. How about that? Hey, Mike, I love your SpongeBob costume. Fuck you. I am not gonna do that. Because now that's what you have to do as a parent in the suburbs where I live. You have to chaperone your children everywhere they go because everybody's so afraid that their precious little angel is going to get abducted or something. How egotistical can you get? Oh, your kid is so special. Everybody wants your kid. Come on.